The following is a presentation of the Wildcat Sports Network. This is a Louisiana College athletics news break from the Wildcat Sports Information Office.
Hello everyone and welcome to this LC News Break. I'm Sports Information Director Richard Tiberville and I'm joined today by the Athletic Director of your Louisiana College Wildcats, Reni Mason. Coach Mason, thank you for coming in and stopping by. We want to kind of give an update on a lot of things that's going on in Louisiana College athletics right now. For a semester where there doesn't seem to be a lot going on, there really is a lot going on.
There is. We've been fortunate to take this opportunity to try to grow even in the midst of the pandemic. We're not competing athletically, but we are competing. Competing in the sense that we're getting improvements in HOS, volleyball, men's and women's soccer, men's and women's basketball are getting upgrades to their locker rooms. We are moving forward with anticipation of the season coming in the spring. And so there's a lot of construction that's been going on our campus here this fall.
Now, the most visible thing fans have seen over the summer and throughout this whole pandemic issue was it came out early in the summer that LC was requesting the jump to NAIA, and then a few months later, in early October, it became official that the jump was happening as of the coming July 1. It's been talked about a lot, so just give kind of a quick overview of that move and why.
Well, Dr. Brewer and I have been having this conversation for the last year or so. We felt like it would be the right fit. We felt like it would create a different footprint for Louisiana College. We're able to get into some markets where we could get better students and things of that nature. And so once the ball started rolling, it happened pretty quickly. I think there was some dual interest there from the NAIA overall. I think some of the best history in athletics for Louisiana College took place in the NAIA. So there were a lot of support, not only from the community, but the alumni. And in-house, we felt that this is what was best for us to move forward. I thought we competed as best as we could in the American Southwest Conference, but we needed to level the playing field a little bit, and being able to go into the NAIA and offer athletic scholarships is definitely going to catapult us and hopefully a lot of success. I've heard tons of people congratulate us on this move. But again, it's still about work. It's still about coaches doing the best they can on the recruiting trail, recruiting the right fit for Louisiana College. I can't say that enough. Just because we have scholarships, we still have to maintain the level of integrity and character and the type of students that we're looking for in order to carry out the mission of this institution.
And with this move to the NAIA, there was a game just last night as we're filming this that I know you had a lot of interest in with this NAIA move coming ahead. Was LSUA played Loyola of New Orleans, two teams that we're going to become very familiar with once this jump to the NAIA becomes
I think
official.
It's important for us as an institution to watch what our future opponents are doing, to watch some of the successes that they've had and how they've gone about their business. Naturally for us here at Louisiana College, we've had a front row seat to see the successes that have taken place at LSUA. Again, LSUA 2 years ago competed for a national title. Loyola, Coach Howell, I've known for a long time, has done a tremendous job in building that program from Mike Girlando. Our baseball, softball, all of our athletics will be able to compete. But how well we compete will determine how we recruit against those institutions. And so we're off and running on the recruiting trail right now.
So now let's talk about some of the other stuff that that the fans at home may not see the big improvements going on. You talked about the improvements to locker rooms, the improvements facility-wise, some things that have needed to be done at HOS are finally getting done. Kind of took a little bit of a hurricane to help with this process, but you take lemons and turn them into lemonade, essentially. And you know, the impacts of Laura and Delta aside, has, you know, it got some work shoring up HOS.
It's huge for us. Moving into a new sector, moving into, again, recruiting a different type of athlete, we needed some upgrades. Fortunately for us, we've had some corporate sponsors, some individuals step up financially. Dr. Brewer has chosen to put those resources in athletics, which is huge for us to get better. Young people like to see eye candy. And so for us to have clean locker rooms, for us to have a new turf football field. All of those things will pay huge dividends down the road and instantly, because when we bring young people into our facilities, they envision where they're going to be. And so to have this Christmas in November for us, it's huge for us.
So the first piece of the improvements was this summer, the new turf field at Wildcat Field, the new football field and soccer field. Just talk about how that process went
Well,
and securing that.
I'll say this. We talk about making improvements. We talk about investing into our athletic programs, but some improvements are necessary. That turf had been there 10 years, and it had become a health risk, and it was something that we needed to address. I was able to take it to our former CFO, Randall Hargis, who then took it to Dr. Brewer. We saw the urgency in that, and kudos to Dr. Brewer and Mr. Hargis for putting it at the top of the priority list and getting that done. Geo Surfaces did a tremendous job. They also did surfaces for our baseball field, for our softball field, and so we were very familiar with their work. They came in, they were very professional, and now I think we have one of the best football fields in the conference that we'll be playing in going forward, and what we're doing right now in the American Southwest Conference.
And now the improvements to the locker rooms. You talked about the eye candy. Just talk about some of the details of the upgrades to the locker rooms.
We took 2 existing locker rooms for men's and women's soccer and volleyball, and we're totally converting them to full-fledged locker rooms for these individuals. The good part, these are athletic programs that didn't have locker rooms before, and so this will give them a tremendous boost in recruiting. This will give their student athletes something to take pride in, to buy into, to take ownership in, and we talk about that all the time, where it is something for you to be accountable to. But when you have something to be accountable for, it changes the trajectory in how you see yourself along with what you are a part of. In men's and women's basketball, it's a facelift. We've had the pleasure of having locker rooms when others didn't, but we're also getting a facelift also. And it's as a basketball coach, along with being an athletics director, I can tell you as a coach, it infuses you to want to do better. It infuses you to want to take care of and be a good steward over what you're being provided. And so we're excited about everything from new carpet, from new stalls. We're excited about what's moving forward.
And then in the actual gym portion of HO West, we're going to have to, unfortunately, the storm, the hurricane did up the floor. Some moisture got into there, so we're going to have a new floor coming in.
Little by little, we're having to make some improvements. Our gymnasium floor, which I think is a tremendous floor, had some water damage, and so we're getting those improvements done as we speak. And so we will be raring and ready to go for our December 19th home game with my women's basketball team.
And then we also have the hurricanes also did some damage to the tennis courts, fencing issues that are still there. So just talk about.
We think that it's minimal. To be honest with you, I don't think it'll take a lot of repair. I just think we're in line because of all the storms that have existed. We're in queue, so to speak, and when our number is called, we'll be the next one up on the repairs. There's so much work to be done in central Louisiana. Our hearts go out to those people that are still trying to have repairs done to their homes and things of that nature, and so we're very prayerful, and we're very, we're okay with waiting for those people in their homes and their lives to be put back together.
And then one other of our facilities that took damage from the storms was the baseball field. Billy Allgood Field, Legacy Stadium, had a bit of a hole in right center field. That's now been patched up and repaired. Had a tree fall on the scoreboard. That's got destroyed. That is now
that's right.
in line to be repaired and should be fixed, should be replaced in the next few weeks.
Our timetable, we're right where we need to be. Again, I can't say enough about our insurance adjusters and who we do business with. They have taken care of us. Miss Evelyn Dean and Dr. Brewer have placed a priority where it needs to be as far as getting those facilities taken care of. And so we're comfortable with where we are right now. Would we have liked for it to have been done on yesterday? Sure. But that's not the time we live in, considering the pandemic and all the other things that are going on in society today. We're in a good place.
But all in all, a very busy summer and all going on, and a lot of work getting done. That's needed. Some of it needed to be done for a long time. Some of it brought on by unfortunate circumstances. But it's all getting done, and it's going to bring a bigger fan experience and a student athlete experience for those who come to Louisiana College.
God always takes care of his people. And so we're grateful for what's going on right now. Though it may have come in different circumstances, we know that the hand of God is upon this athletic program. And so we're grateful for what's happening.
Absolutely. Coach Mason, thank you so much for coming in and giving us this update here today. And we thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on these videos. And we hope to see you again here on the Louisiana College YouTube page. Also, don't forget, here in November, 50% off of shipping free shipping off of $50 orders at lccatshop.com, the new athletics team shop. 5% of all proceeds comes to the Louisiana College Athletic Department. So we certainly hope that you take a look over at lccatshop.com and make orders there, because that also helps the LC Athletics Department. We thank you again for watching, and have a good day.
Go Wildcats.